Good morning, student. Myself Hansa, your science teacher, and we will discuss the question from chapter 1, which is complete all the questions and the question in which you have doubt. And the chapter is chapter 1, matter in our surrounding. Matter in our surrounding. Open your NCERT book. We will discuss the question from this chapter. Page number. First, we will go to the page number. Page number 3. Please be careful. Page number 3. Which of the following are matter? First, you put the underline matter. You have to know what is matter. You know very well matter, and that I already discussed. You can solve yourself, and I already told you that which we can see the object and we can touch. For example, if we smell or the smell of perfumes, they are two different things. Smell of which substance? We don't know. It means it is not a matter, but smell of cooked food, because the particle of the cooked food mix with the air. Therefore, it is a matter. So the smell and smell of a food, a substance, there is a difference. Smell is not a matter, but smell of a particle is of any substance is a matter. So you do yourself. Give the reason for the following observation. First, the smell of the hot sizzling food reach you several meters away, but to get the smell of the cold food, you have to go closed. What he is saying that the food which is cooked at your home in kitchen, and that food particle reach to other corner from the kitchen, whereas in cold food we have to go nearer to that one. Why? You have to apply the point. Which one? Diffusion. Cooked foods means the temperature of the particle of the cooked food have more, and which easily diffuse with the air particle and reach to the corner due to high kinetic energy. High temperature due to which high kinetic energy and reach to the other corner. But in case of cold food, the temperature is less, diffusion will taking less, therefore we reach to the nearer to the food. A diver is able to cut through the water in a swimming pool. Which property of the matter does this observation show? When we take water, cut off the water, there are 2 points at here. First, the space, much more space between the particle of matter and least force of attraction. There is a force of attraction existing between the particle of water, but which is less. Only due to this property, the diver can cut the water. Space, and the third one, what are the characteristics of the particle of matter? Particle of matter, I think you have to go through the videos. Particles, matter are particulate, not the continuous. Why? It is made up of a teeny particle. Matter is made up of, matter is a particulate, not a continuous. Is it clear? But here we have to mention the characteristic, which are already mentioned in your video classes. You have to check through this. Underline what is the page number 6. And now move to page number, this is 3 and this is page number 6. The mass per unit volume of a substance is called density. You know it very well. Underline this mass, underline this volume, underline this definition, density. The density, you know, mass per unit volume. What is mass? You know it very well. What is volume? You know it very well. Unit of mass and unit of volume you have to know. and arrange the following in order of the increasing density of the air exhaust from chimney: honey, water, chalk, cotton and iron. And I think you can do easily ascending order. It is saying that increasing order means the substance which has less density, means which is lighter, in which the particles are very far, you have to put first, and then the particle which are close to each other is second. Mean we can say gas, liquid and solid. We have to go through this gas, liquid and solid. Put in ascending order. I think you can do it. Tabulate the difference between the characteristic of the particle of matter. In between, in first question, what you will write first? Air is the exhaust from the chimney. First you write air, then exhaust from the chimney. Generally, we are assuming that exhaust from the chimney is comparatively slightly denser than the air. So first we write air, then exhaust from the chimney, and then what? Either water, cotton or honey. After that we have to write cotton, then water, then honey, then chalk, then iron. Solid iron at the top. Tabulate the difference between the characteristic of the state of matter. Underline the state of matter. What are the different state of matter? You have to know. There are three states: solid, liquid and gas. And you have to differentiate them. I already make the table of the differentiation and you have to do. And I also will explain. Comment the following. B part: rigidity, compressibility, fluidity, filling a gas container, shape, kinetic energy and density. This I already discussed in the difference, the same question, second A. It discussed in your video classes. First, slightly a small time I will explain you. Rigidity means the property of a substance which maintain their shape. Compressibility means which can compressed, means decreasing the volume, means those substance which has the ability of compression, which has more space between the particle of matter. Fluidity, you know, I already explained. Fluidity means that matter, the nature of the matter which has ability to flow. I think you know, you can go through the video. Filling a gas container, gas, I think, and you have done in this in video difference, you have to go through the difference. But filling a gas container, there will be a property of matter which can easily compressed and having the randomly motion, which has motion and which has space, mean easily move from one corner to another corner. Gas generally have the more can easily fill in the container. Shape, you know, the shape means that is the boundary, outline of the object. Fixed shape means outline of a board. One student asked from me that this book, we can change, we can fold, but it is solid. Why? I already explained you. The thing which is solid, if we compressed, means when we apply force, it can change its shape, but after removing the force, it will regain its shape. Therefore, it is a solid. Rubber band I gave to example for that. One student asked from me, the book we can compress, we can fold, but it is still solid. Why? And now this is book and I unfold it, mean I compressed, I apply some external force, it changed its shape, but after removing the force, it come to its original shape, therefore it is solid. It means solid can break but can't change its shape at all. This point is already clear to you. And the kinetic energy, I think you know, means the movement of the particles, the energy of an object due to its motion, density definition you know, and these the rigidity, fluidity and kinetic energy, density, this definition you have to know. And the reason of three state of matter you have to know properly. Third question, give reason. A gas filled completely vessel in the shape of in which it kept. Means gas take the shape of the container, means completely filled. Here is mentioned is completely filled. Why? You know, because they have the randomly in motion, means they are always in motion, first point, and there is a least force of attraction between the particle of the gas, and the third one is reach to each corner of the cylinder. Why? Due to its free movement, space is more free to move and negligible force. Gas exert pressure on the wall of the container, that already I discussed. A wooden table should be a card, should write any two property. The point I want to discuss that an object is solid at a room temperature, an object is liquid at a room temperature, a gas is state in the room temperature. Means the object which is solid at a room temperature, that means its melting point. Now melting point is clear to you. Melting point of that object is above the room temperature. Therefore it is solid. And other means that will be less than the room temperature. That will be next question. We can easily move our hand in the air, but do not throw the solid block of wood needed by the current. Again, we can move our hand in air. Here is air. When we move our hand, we can move our hand. Why? Because there is a least force of attraction between the particle of the air and also having the space between them, more space between them. But in solid, when we put hand over this book, so we need more force. Why? Because the particle of matter are closely packed and having the much more force of attraction between the particle of solid. Therefore, karate expert need more force. Next question is, liquid generally have lower density as compared to solid. They must have observed the float water. Ice float on water, where ice is the solid state of water and water is the liquid state. Still ice float. When water freeze, change into ice, for the same amount of water, same quantity of water, the volume of ice is increased. When volume of ice will increase, then reduce its density, and the formation of the ice are cage-like structure, and some air space exists during the formation of the ice. Air space exists inside the ice. Therefore, the density of the ice is less than the density of water. Therefore, it floats on the surface of water. And now next step is convert the following temperature into Celsius. To convert Kelvin into Celsius, we have to subtract. We have to subtract 273 from 300. Means 300 Kelvin is equal to 300 minus 273. 300 Kelvin is equal to 300 minus 273. This is degree Celsius. It will be 27 degree. Kelvin change into Celsius. We have to subtract 273, and degree Celsius change into Kelvin. We have to add. If you have any doubt, you have to go through the video. This is completely I discussed with you. For any substance, why does the temperature remain constant during the change of the state? Why the temperature? You know it very well. When ice is going to be melt and the temperature of the ice and water is same, but where the heat energy is go between the amount temperature of both states are same, it means there is some hidden energy. The heat energy, what is any substance temperature is constant. Why? Because energy is used to overcome the force of attraction of the particle of matter. Therefore, the temperature is same. And suggest a method to liquefy the atmospheric gas. Liquefied atmosphere, LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, CNG, compressed natural gas. Which method? Tell me. I already told you for that. Increasing pressure and reducing temperature. In this way, by increasing pressure and reducing the temperature, we can liquefy the air. Why does the desert cooler cool better in a hot sunny day? Evaporation you have done. In hot sunny day, the temperature is too much, humidity is less. High temperature and less humidity, the water get energy from the surrounding and evaporate. Therefore, we put some grasses out on the cooler, in which the water is get absorb the heat from the room, from inside the room, and get evaporate. Why it cooling? High temperature and low humidity. Second, how does the water kept in the earthen pot become cool during the summer? When we put water in earthen pot, the water inside the earthen pot during the summer is cold. Why? Because earthen pot has some tiny pores, and the water from these pores, and on the surface of the earthen pot, the water get evaporate from the surface of the earthen pot, and that water absorb the heat from the surrounding and get evaporate. Therefore, the water inside the earthen pot become cool due to the evaporation, only due to the evaporation, because this has tiny pores and come to the surface of the earthen pot and get evaporate, and the water will cool. Thirdly, why does the palm, that will be discussed, palm on and acetone. Why will the sip? Third question is discussed. Why are we able to sip hot tea milk faster than the cup? Hot tea milk. Why able to sip the hot tea in the faster in saucer rather than cup? Cup and saucer, plate and cup. Cup has less area and the saucer has large area, and the more area means more evaporation, less area means less evaporation. In cup there is a less area, evaporation is very slow, whereas in saucer there is a more area and evaporation is much more. The tea in saucer easy to drink. Why? Because more surface area, more evaporation, and cooling effect is more. Generally, we will write simply the saucer has the more area and evaporation will be more and cause the cooling. What type of cloth should we wear in the summer? In summer, we wear the cotton cloth. Why we wear the cotton cloth? Because cotton cloth absorb sweat, water from the body, and after absorbing it get evaporate, which help cooling. And question number, textbook question, page number 12. First you do, second you do, third. Naphthalene, third A part. Give reason. Naphthalene ball disappeared with time without leaving any solid. Disappear means gaseous form. Solid change into gaseous. Naphthalene ball. Why? Due to its sublimation. And you have to define the definition of sublimation. You can get the smell of perfume several meters away. This is the same hot cooked food, unlit of the incense stick. Arrange the following increasing force of attraction. Force of attraction between the particle of the matter. Water is liquid state, sugar is solid, oxygen is gas. So it means increasing order. So it means first you write gaseous state form, then you have to write liquid state, then you have to write solid state. And you know, first what you write in increasing order? Oxygen, and after that water, and after that sugar. If the question was decreasing order, then you have to write sugar, water and oxygen. Fifth question, state the physical state, underline the physical state. What is the meaning of physical state? Appearance. And you know the physical state of water at 0 degree is solid and it assumed as a liquid also. And at 100 it is in vapor as well as in liquid state. And in between 0 to 100 the water exists in liquid state. Then you can answer 25 degree 0 to 100 means liquid. 0 degree ice going to be melt, it may be solid or in both state may be occur. 100 degree you can answer. 2 room, first 6 question you do yourself. Third question, 7th, why is ice at 273 Kelvin? What is the meaning of K? K is the SI unit of temperature, cooling, then the water at the same temperature. Ice has more cooling effect than water. Why? Due to the hidden energy, means latent heat of fusion. Due to the latent heat of fusion, you can. And similarly, steam has more sulfur as compared to boiling water. Why? Because steam has more heat as compared to boiling water. Latent heat usme comparatively much more. And but the cooling effect of ice is more due to the hidden energy, and that hidden energy is used to break down the force of attraction. Which part the more sulfur? Which one? Boiling water or steam? Steam have more than, because due to the more latent heat of vaporization. A. Now tell me. First, solid to liquid A. If we change the solid to liquid A, so that is, I already explained you. This is, now you tell me. Solid to liquid fusion or melting you can say. Liquid to gas B means vaporization, and C gas to liquid condensation, and liquid to solid D. Liquid to solid DA, and this is solidification or freezing. And E from solid to gas, and F gas to solid. Both are same, they have the process of sublimation. And page number 12, here is the some measurable quantity with the unit, and you have to learn and write temperature, Kelvin, length, meter, mass, kilogram, weight. This is not, this will not discuss in this chapter. We will discuss in next chapter. Volume, density, and pressure is Pascal. Pressure unit is Pascal. You know it very well. Force per unit area. And the chapter is over. And the next chapter we will start tomorrow in next video. All the best. Be stay at home and be healthy. Thank you.